Hey guys, stay tuned if you want to see how I did these beautiful nails using Kimberz Kreations. Hey, welcome back to the show. Thank you for visiting our channel again. This is Jen. Today I am going to try the Kimberz Kreations base liquid that I've never tried before. So I'm definitely excited to use it, and I have tried a bunch of her powders and they've all been amazing. So when I got the liquids, I was very excited to do a mani because I've heard extremely good things about how easy it was to use and all that. So the reason I got the base in the first place, I follow Kimberz Kreations on Facebook, and they had a post and they were asking for your favorite mani using, Kimberz powders or whatever, and everyone got to vote, and one of my pictures won the most votes for the most likes. I had a little moment there. I was pretty proud of myself. It's been like 2 years from dipping. I'm like, other people like it. So I got a $10 gift card, and so I bought this glitter, and then I did the liquids. So I didn't do the activator or the top because I have my own activator and I use a gel top coat. So I didn't get any of those. I just tried the base, and I feel like the base is the most important anyways when you're dipping. That's the one that really makes or breaks your manicure. So I figured I would start with the base gel and see how it was. So this is, I think their dip and their base is pretty, or I'm sorry, their dip base and their top is pretty similar as far as using them, and you can interchange them and things like that. So I went ahead and started with my thumb, and I mixed this color on my own. I have videos about how to mix your own colors. I will put that in the description if you guys want to see that. But what I did is I just took some white, some clear, and some pigment, probably about like half teaspoon of each, maybe a teaspoon of each, mixed it up, shook it real good, and made that color, because I didn't have something that exactly went with the purple glitter that I bought, so I figured I'd make it myself. When I first started using this dip base, I did notice that it's extremely thin in consistency, which I'm a huge fan of. I don't really like thick ones. I feel like it just makes my nail too bulky, and I always end up doing 3 layers, and sometimes glitter and sometimes clear. So having one that's really, really thin is key, and it keeps your layers thin, even, and this leveled really nice on its own as well. You did see when I first put my first layer down on my thumb, some of the areas dried really, really quick, and the powder didn't stick to it. But overall, I just did another layer on my thumb, and it all turned out fine. There was no issue. Sometimes that can happen when you've got your natural nail with no product on it and you put the base down. It just kind of reacts with the oils on your fingers if you have any, and spots can dry quick. So I wouldn't hold it against the base or anything like that. It just happens. I typically use Dipalicious, and I would say this is even thinner than Dipalicious, and it was just a really nice product to work with. I did end up filing off camera, but I will say, just from what I remember for filing, it did not take much. Like I said, the layers were so thin and it self-leveled. It was just beautiful. So I didn't do anything too exciting in this manicure. It is really just 2 colors with a vertical ombre that I've definitely done before. I really just wanted to focus on the liquids that I was trying and her powders because I was really impressed. So I'll go ahead and just get into finishing up all my nails. I did dip the other 2 solid colors, which were some Revel colors. I ended up dipping those off camera too, because again, I don't want anything to be too boring. So I won't really get into that, but when I was dipping on this day, I started thinking to myself, like, what's everyone's like guilty pleasure that, that they watch or that they do while you're dipping or while you're not dipping? Is it like some cheesy show that you watch, or do you like stream something on Netflix or whatever? My guilty pleasure is Twilight, and yes, I'm a 38-year-old lady, but I've loved it just ever since it came out. And I'm trying to think, it was like, what, 2008 when it came out? So I was still like in my 20s. I was definitely not like a teenager when Twilight came out, but I will definitely turn it on and listen to it in the background when I do my nails. So I was just wondering what everybody's guilty pleasure was. Comment down below and let me know. I have more, but I don't really want to say too much. I know my husband's is definitely Teen Mom. He loves watching Teen Mom, falls asleep to it on the couch a lot. So yeah, let me know. I will finish up what I'm doing here and come back in when I get into my ombre. Alright, so I grabbed my clear and I've got my glitter powder and I'm ready to do my ombre. So I was struggling in the beginning of the video just a little bit with the bristles on the brush. There was, kind of some bristles that were like popping up on the side, and every time I would go to put, the brush back into the bottle, they would kind of like get stuck on the side, and it was a little bit messy. I try not to get any base around the rim of my bottles because it makes it seal shut. So I was struggling a little bit there. You probably maybe noticed when I was like having a hard time putting the brush back in. But all I did was off camera, I just grabbed some nippers and just nipped off those little pieces, and everything was much better moving forward. So that would be like really like the only thing that I would say negative about these was just the brush, and that's like minuscule at best. So I went ahead and did my ombre. Like I said, I always recommend using a eyeshadow brush or some type of thin brush. Don't use anything fluffy because it'll obviously put the glitter everywhere all over your nail, which you don't want. This glitter, I will say this glitter color is called Trickster, and obviously purple's like the color of my heart, so I had to have it. And it also went on really, really easily. You know, I'm always nervous about anything, you know, chunky glitter or anything besides like just a fine shimmer, because it can really get super bulky on your nails. But this, again, it was just like, it was amazing. It was such a nice powder. So if you have never been or never visited her page, she used to be on Etsy, but I think she's got her own regular page now, Kimberz Kreations. I will link it down below. Definitely go check it out. Her stuff is amazing, and I know that she's dropping some new stuff maybe like yesterday or today, and all the spring stuff is so nice. It's like, it really takes a lot of like holding yourself back, not buying every dip powder you see. It's like, it's impossible. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. I follow, you know, like Revel and Sparkle and Kimberz, like all these different ones. It's like, I have to have that, but you can't go broke. I mean, I have enough dip powder to, I mean, literally last just absolutely the rest of my life. I mean, I have colors that I bought, you know, from Revel that I didn't want to run out of, so I bought a 2 ounce so that, you know, they would never get discontinued. I mean, never gonna use that. Like, who are we kidding? Why do we even buy all this stuff? But it's these new collections, it's so many impulse buys, like, can't resist that. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up my mani and you know, come back with my final thoughts for you. So like I said, I filed off camera and I will go ahead and do my top coat. So the next video that is coming is going to be the giveaway video. So we did hit 300 followers. I know it's like nothing compared to some YouTube channels. They're in the millions, but you know, like, it's an accomplishment to just have people somehow be interested in what you're doing and actually listen and follow. So that's a moment. It's pretty exciting. So thank you for watching all this business, all this mumbo jumbo and just talking. So stay tuned for the next video. I will tell you what you have to do, what we're gonna give away. It's gonna be super duper. It's exciting. So yeah, overall, I mean, these nails look fab. I love them. Purple and pink and glitter is like my number one thing. I just could wear it all the time. So yeah, I have no complaints. These turned out great. The powder is super, super, you know, easy to work with. The liquids were great. Overall, A+, 100%. So I know I didn't do a whole lot of explaining the mani and explaining what I was doing, or, you know, using my, you know, my glitters, or using my clear cap. I didn't go over that because, I've done that before. I've been there, done that. So if you want any more in-depth, just let me know. Otherwise, yeah, we will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys soon. Bye.